One Question is brought to you by Turnkey Search, a top industry search firm since 1996.
New College of Charleston Athletic Director Matt Roberts is our guest today on One Question. Matt is wrapping up his tenure as Deputy AD at SMU, and this situation feels a little unique in our industry where you have an AD and Joe Hull still with the Cougars through the end of the calendar year. Most of the time in these situations, it's an exited or departed AD. The chair is open. The new AD gets to engage right away, jump right in. Is that the same thing you're finding to be true even with Joe there, or is it a little different for you in terms of getting up to speed with the day-to-day of what's going on in Charleston?
Well, it is definitely different. You know, usually when you read about these situations or see these situations or opportunities come open, not even athletic director positions, but head coaches positions, assistant coaches, senior level administrators, it's usually to fill a vacancy, and that's not necessarily the case at Charleston. So, so my tenure there will begin January 1st, and but it gave me an opportunity to leave SMU the right way, particularly with November right in the middle of the busiest month of the college athletic season, to leave SMU the right way. For example, this weekend at SMU we have men's and women's basketball game on Friday, football traveling on the road, soccer's on the road in the NCAA tournament, cross country's on the road in the NCAA tournament. So from just a sport coverage and sport support standpoint, I'm heading with the football team to East Carolina, and our AD Rick Hart staying here in Dallas with the men's and women's basketball teams under two new head coaches starting their season. So with the craziness that November brings, it made sense for me to remain here, finish up SMU the right way, a school, university, leadership that's given me tremendous opportunity and professional growth. So I owed that to Rick, who's a friend and mentor, and to President Turner. And but on the other hand, you're pulling double duty, learning more, gathering information, collecting data about the college, involved a little bit with some of the current staff on one hire in particular that is closed and nearing the interview process. So it also gives me an opportunity to prepare so that when I hit the ground running, I guess I won't be in the office till January 3rd because the 1st is a Sunday and Monday is a holiday. But when I have my first day in the office, I'm up to speed, I'm prepared, and I'm ready to hit the ground running and start to be productive and to start to lead the college the right way.
And you mentioned the hiring process that you are engaged in, and if memory serves me correctly, are there not a couple other openings there on staff at CFC that also give you the opportunity to start building your own staff really early in your tenure?
There are, and I'm still learning more about that, the salary, the positions as they stand today, and the good thing about that is the university's leadership has given me some leeway and some flexibility to take the financial resources that were tied to those vacancies and use them as I seem fit from a personnel standpoint. I don't get to add positions, but I can take the vacant positions and restructure them in a way that I seem will be most productive to achieving and accomplishing our goals at the College of Charleston.
Yeah, achieving and accomplishing goals. What was it about CFC, the city of Charleston, the CAA, the Carolinas? You're plenty familiar with the Carolinas.
Sure.
What's the upside opportunity for CFC athletics?
Tremendous upside. It's a position. Obviously, they had several highly qualified candidates that were attracted to this position, and I'm very fortunate to be the one that was selected to lead the college in their athletics department. But it's all those things you just mentioned. It's tradition, it's history, it's where it's located, it's the conference it's affiliated with, the resources, the access to resources, the leadership of President McConnell, the potential to do great things that haven't been done there from a revenue generation standpoint, to go out and engage a vibrant and energetic community and a passionate fan base in a way perhaps that they haven't been engaged before. And then really the sports sponsorship, a lot of folks have asked me, was Charleston not having football a problem for you or a deterrent? And I don't think so whatsoever. The reason I say that is, as you know, with all the complexities that football can bring, especially with the ever-changing culture of college athletics, and not having football allows us an opportunity to invest in resources for sports and the sports that we offer that can compete not only for CAA championships, but can compete for national championships as well.
Yeah, and no doubt baseball comes to mind as one that has done that previously, and you have not a conference rival, but a peer right down the road in Conway in Coastal Carolina, who, of course, just won the national championship last year. So I'll be anxious to see how that plays out in some of your investment strategy. In terms of revenue generation, are there specific verticals that you've already identified that can quickly be ramped up through either private dollars, corporate dollars? What areas do you think you'll be most focused on early on?
Both. Both. I think, private philanthropic donations to the college, both for annual giving and for facility improvements, I think is a must. We need to set some aggressive benchmarks and achieve those. As I've spoken with folks through the process and over the past week and a half after my press conference, beginning to learn more and more that over 50%, I think somebody threw out the number 60% plus of current College of Charleston athletics donors didn't even attend the college. So that excites me as a former fundraiser, that we can make huge strides by just engaging our alums. And that's one thing we'll do, and we'll make it a priority. But in order to do that, we have to have a plan. We have to tell a story. We have to articulate why their hard-earned money is important to invest back into our student athletes. So we'll formulate that plan, and we'll take it forward, and we'll be aggressive, we'll be proactive, and we will be outreaching not just with our alums, but the greater Low Country area. And then sponsorships as well. Charleston's located in one of the fastest growing cities in the United States. Corporations are continually moving to the college, and I think with the athletic success that we will have, particularly under the men's basketball leadership of Earl Grant, the more national notoriety that his program can generate, I think we've got to encourage those corporate partners to come into our arenas and on our fields and be partners with us in the Charleston community to help push us forward and help not only push the college forward, but the community of Charleston forward.
And that's today's One Question, brought to you by Turnkey Search, a top industry search firm since 1996. One Question is designed to give D1 Ticker subscribers valuable insights on how executive leaders in college athletics think about key issues on their respective campuses, in their departments, or within their leagues and conferences. One Question is brought to you by Turnkey Search, a top industry search firm since 1996.